What's going on, y'all? Hope everyone's having a good day. Welcome, everybody, to the Noisy Fox stream. Well, we're free of moms, baby. Hope y'all having a good ass day. My day was so fantastic. So fantastic. We got quite a bit done. But you know, that's the good thing. Webcam! Haven't been doing that in a while, man. The webcam been behaving now. Damn. Want to be misbehaving now. But you know, we got a whole lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to talk about. A whole lot. You don't seem to understand this, but you need to. Now, I don't know why this is such a mystery. I don't know why it has been such a mystery for me for so long. But after going through the motions and starting, you know, going through what life has to offer and just diving into it, I'm starting to learn a little bit of things, and I can now finally explain it. So for the people who are going to benefit from this, I think everybody will. There is a certain level of whatever you want to call it, this status. There is a certain level of need. There is a certain level of want in both genders, and they don't want the same thing. And I think a lot of us, we need to understand this, because what happens is when you don't understand what the other one wants, you can kind of, it's kind of confusing to understand what you want. So for example, it's like, I was having a conversation with some fellow beings at job. And we were talking about the idea of being in a relationship. And it got onto a relationship about polygamy. Is it okay for a man to be with multiple women? Or is it okay for a woman to be with multiple men? And it got very deep. But I wanted to explain something really quick, because if one person is having a question about anything, there is tons of people out there who have the same question. So we're going to get so deep. We're going to talk about it. We're going to draw about it so you guys can get a visual. And you guys are going to finally understand it. So simply put, I promise you, I will have it explained so simple, you won't have any more questions about it. So, you don't seem to understand it, but you need to. What is it that I'm talking about? What I'm referring to is the difference between what men and women want. Now, I went into a group interview about this, and I asked real world people, which I knew personally. I asked real world people what they believe both genders want and what both genders need in a relationship. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to give my take on what I have experienced in life and how I see things work. Now, how I see things work, not everybody's going to have the same understanding. That's fine. But if you seem to resonate with what I am bringing out, go out there and start seeing it. Because life will always show you whether something is real or not. It will always show you the reality. Life will. And how I'm learning so much things about life is just diving in. No books anymore. I used to read a whole lot. I used to read every day. Found out that was just a waste of time. Going in life and just diving into it is the best way. So first, I'm going to go into the men, because I understand men as I understand myself to an extent. So I can really go deep into my subject. And then we're going to go into what women desire. Now, this is not going to be that long of a stream. But first, what we must understand is, why do men do the things that they do? Well, first, let's look at men in terms of what attracts them in a woman. Okay, for all you fellas out there, what is one thing that you look at a woman and you're like, whoa, I kind of want to talk to her, or whoa, I kind of, you know, want to go take her out, or something like that. Whoa, her shoes are untied. Maybe I'll use that to break the ice and have a conversation with it. You know, something attracts you to the other gender. Now, if you are attracted to the same gender, this video or stream is not for you, okay? Because we are not talking about same genders. We are only talking about opposite, okay? Just want to get that out the way. So, for men, what is one thing that attracts you? For me, now I know what attracts me, it's not the deciding factor, but what attracts me is beauty. Now, I know a lot of men can agree with this. If you see a female, all right, if you see a female, you think she's cute or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you're going to be attracted. Now, some men won't go up there and talk to her. Some men will. And those people that take the chance, they start realizing that confidence is key. Now, what do men want in a woman? It's different from what attracts you. See, what attracts you, it's like a business, right? If you go up to a business, if you go on Amazon, right, and you're searching for maybe, let's say, prices on napkins. You're searching for prices on napkins. What attracts you may be the cheap prices. But then once you go on the product, you're like, oh, I kind of didn't want that. It's broken easily, you know, I kind of don't want that. But if you spend a little more, you'll start realizing it's better. It's like the more value is placed on something that is higher priced, is the more valuable it is. So with women, how men see it is what attracts them is how beautiful they are. It may not be the deciding factor. Now, for me, for example, if I see a attractive female, I may go and talk to her. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, you look good. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know, I was thinking we could do this. Blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever woody woot woo. But if she is the type of person to be snappy, can't control her emotions, or too much attitude, too whiny, has nothing going on with, like, I'm out the door. Now, that's not the case for a lot of people. Some guys will actually prefer a female that just has a cute face and that's all they have to offer, and that's fine. However you guys may want to do it, but you need to understand first that you are attracted to the presentment. You are attracted to the outer presentment. You are attracted to the outer force, and this is why we have makeup for women. Now, women know this, but you see, it's different. Women are not necessarily looking for an attractive face on a guy. It's attractive and she may come up to you, but if you don't have anything else, if that's all you have to offer, she's gonna find the next guy. I promise you. She will go and find the next guy until someone else comes up, says, hey, you wanna ride you with me to Cheesecake Factory? I'll take you out, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, there will be someone who offers more than that, and she will be gone the next day. If all you can have is a cute face, probably won't tell you this. She's just settling for you. It's just the truth. You have to understand that as a man, you are not born with value. This is what we have to understand. As a man, you are not born with value. Ever since the sperm, the masculine energy is fighting for that one egg. All those spermies are trying to get to that one egg, and so many spermies die, but for some reason you made it. Whether you're a female or a male, what I'm talking about is the masculine energy is coming from the guy, because the sperm comes from the man. The sperm ejaculated into the female's vaginal webcam and then goes and fights for the egg, okay? That masculine force is a prime example of how men live in constant competition. Constant competition. And what is happening is the most competent man is the only one that the female will go for. Now you have to understand, competence is not looks. No one gives a fuck about looks if you're a guy. No one gives a damn. Now, in a environment, now we're gonna go into alpha male and beta male and all that type of talk, all that type of BS that I personally don't like, but you have to understand so you can understand how to maneuver. When it comes to a group of people, it's a man. I'm gonna write all this down. We're gonna get a visual. We're gonna get this down to a T, okay? When it comes to a group of men, if you are the most capable in that group, the most capable, but you're ugly as hell, if you meet, let's say if it's a group of 5 of you, you ugly as hell, but you're the most competent. You meet a group of women, right? Let's say 5 women, 5 men. Those women are probably going to be attracted to the guys that look better than you. You're ugly as hell. Let's just say, for example, you got acne or whatever, blah blah blah. Well, let's not say you have acne, because that just says you're not taking care of yourself. Let's just say you're just geometrical shapes are just not up to par. Okay, probably your friends look better than you. And that's fine. Female one, you know, looks to the attractive guy. But imagine you put yourself in a position where you can showcase your competence. The female will be like, damn, okay, well, he's actually quite more useful, more better. And even though this guy looks better and he doesn't look that good, but this guy can do more stuff. She's now thinking, whoa, okay, so since that guy can do more stuff, that means he is the best man for my kids. Even if she can't have even if she can't have kids, this is how she thinks. So, okay, if he's the best man for my kids, then what I need to do is I need to make him attracted to me. I'm gonna put on makeup, put on lip gloss, do her hair up, put her hair in a bun, flirt, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. So it comes down to competence. And I learned this through learning languages. Okay? Anyway, she's gonna be like, oh, you know, that he's the best man for my kids. Okay. So if I go with him, he'll be able to take care of me and my kids. Okay, boom, I'm gonna go for him. Fuck this guy. He looks better, but he's not as competent. So now, the next day, all of a sudden, you have other people talking to you. Other females talking to you. Like, damn, where'd all this come from? I thought it was ugly as hell. It don't matter if you ugly. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if you're attractive. It don't matter if you're cute. It don't matter if you ugly. It don't matter the case. Okay? Beauty is all on the inside, baby. It's all on the inside. Okay? It's all on the inside. So now that you're the most competent man in the group, the females are going to look at you and be like, oh, him. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that what men want. Men, when they're going out, you know, and looking for a female, you may be attracted to the beautiful face. But what if she's annoying, always trying to call you, cringy, blah, 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 does too much, has nothing to do going on with her life, probably can't even have kids. That's a big turn off for a lot of men. Whatever the case may be, if her insides, if her personality, if her attitude is not right, most men will say, I'm not interested. Men who respect themselves will always put looks second. Men who respect themselves in finding, or not rather finding, but attracting quality people will not say, oh, just because she looks good, you know, I'm gonna keep her around. No, that's not how it works. You have to understand that looks is just the attraction, but the inside is the magnet. The inside is what keeps you in. The inside is what keeps you staying in a relationship, because a relationship takes two. But what if the other person is just honestly just a whole lot of baggage, a whole lot of emotional baggage inside? That's not going to be attractive, or rather, that's not gonna make you want to stay. That's a big turnoff for a lot of men. You have to understand, the beauty is what men are attracted to, but the personality and the inside, you know, what's on the inside? What is her drive? What is she doing in life? Does she like art? Okay, cool. Is she doing that? Okay, you know, what does she like to do? How does she treat other people? That kindness, that feminine energy, that's what men look for. Okay, now that we got that, men look for beauty, but rather on the inside. And what attracts men is on the outside. Women will put on makeup, do all their hair, blah, 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 to attract top dog, top G, whatever people may want to call it, top man, alpha male, sigma male, whatever people want to call it. That's why they do that. Because how they place their value, how they place their value is based on how they look. because they know that men look for the curves, they look for the front side, they look for the back side, they look for the eye color. I like eye colors personally. If your eye color is attractive, I kind of like that. They look for, you know, proportionality in terms of geometrical shapes on the face. They look for tone of voice. Tone of voice is very important. They look for that. So that is why women will portray themselves in a way that is attractive. Now, men, this is why we don't put on makeup, because we know that they don't give a damn about our beauty. They don't give a damn. And it's so interesting because some woman will stay for a man who looks good on the outside, but is a horrid person on the outside. But he can take care of her, he can take care of the kids and all that, blah, 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 blah. He's a horrible person on the inside, good looking on the outside, and he has all the status, he can do this and that for her. And for some reason, that is why women will stay in abusive relationships. So will men, but it's not as often. Women do that stuff more. You need to understand that as a man, if you are in a group with other men, there's a constant competition. Why this is? It's because you are always looking for the most quality woman. And here's the thing that I noticed, which is quite weird, which actually brought me to my understanding of this in terms of when I was talking about it before. Webcam is acting up today. Before with my other fellows at job. It came to the conclusion where, you know, can men have multiple women? And what I said is, when in history have you ever seen a man with just one woman? Now, I'm not saying, before anyone comes out with the toxic masculinity BS, I'm about to explain something that I bet a lot of people can agree with. If you are in a group of, let's say, 5 men, you are the most competent and you are the most attractive. You are actually very high value in that group. Not in the whole world, but in that group, you are very high value. And let's say you meet another group of women, about 5 people, 5 women. You are the most attractive and you are also the most competent. So those females are going to be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. They're going to try and get to know you. Notice how I said those females. What the interesting thing is, females will look for the one, but the guys will look at the all. But see, what has happened was a lot of us have been programmed into this one-on-one relationship. Now, what happens is when you just looking at just one relationship and that's it for your whole life, then you will only have experiences in that way with that one person. Well, that's fine, but it's not conducive to the subconscious behavior of men, because men will look at a group of women and be like, oh wow, she looks cute, she looks cute, she looks cute, she looks cute. Oh wow, I kind of like her too. No, but I like her too. But what will actually happen, since he thinks like that, the woman is like, damn, he's top. He's the top guy. He's the top guy. I want him. But then her friend is also like, he's the top guy. I want him too. Then he also is the one that's, I want him. I want him. Completely ignoring everyone else. Every other guy. Completely ignoring every other guy. So you have all those females in competition for that one guy. But the guy is in competition with all those other guys, but since every female wants only him, he's already won. So now he has the ability to choose. But here's the thing. When you're in that position, what will happen is, with a lot of our monogamy relationships, please don't ask me what type of I am, polygamy, monogamy, or whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna answer. what happens is when that one guy chooses possibly the most beautiful female in that group, what's gonna happen is he chooses her, but now, you know, he's under the mindset, I can't cheat, I gotta be loyal, I can only be with her, I can't talk to her friends. But here's the thing, those females will still want him, because in that moment he was top guy, he was alpha, he was sigma, he was the guy. They all still want him, even if they're friends. Females are very competitive. So what happens is, even though that he is with her, let's say they go out, let's say you have 5 females, right? You have 5 females, 5 guys, right? That guy, he's top guy, he's most competent, he has most value, he's most attractive. Okay, all the females are looking at him, but he chooses the most beautiful female in the other group. So now there's 4 other females looking at him. So he's with her, right? He's with her. But then the more and more he spends time with the other females, if he wanted to, because they still subconsciously want him, he can entertain that. Now that is all up to him. But this is the psychology. And you have to also understand, look, if you are in a group of 5 guys, right? 5 guys, 5 females. Once those females have decided and understand that you will not give her up and you will be loyal to her, they will eventually move on. And what they will do is they will settle. So now they're gonna look at the other guys. Damn, okay, who's second top? Who's second guy? Who's the second best? Who's the second that could possibly take care of my kids? Who's the second? Who's the second that I could possibly build up a family with? Okay, boom, I'm gonna settle for him until I can get him. That's how they think. It's all subconscious. But here's the thing, right? If the other top guy, top alpha, sigma, whatever, if he starts to become more and more valuable, that is actually more attractive than someone who already has all the value. See, seeing someone build themselves up is more attractive than seeing someone already built up. It's weird. It's so weird. Like, the process, seeing a man say he wants $1 million and actually trying to get that $1 million is more attractive than someone who already has $1 million. It's interesting. This is the case for men. When a female sees that and sees you actually trying and sees you actually grinding, it's more attractive to her to stay with you than rather be with someone who already has $1 million, just chilling on yachts or whatever, doing whatever, just having fun chilling. It's more attractive because I really believe that the process of seeing someone grow is such an inspiration. And I think that inspiration is just, it's very, what's the word? It's very reliable and something to fall back on and something to stand behind. That inspiration is so valuable. So if that female has settled for the second guy, but he's, getting on shit, he's grinding, she will never, ever, ever say, okay, I still want to leave this guy for the other guy. No, she's now like, okay, I want to be with this guy. I want to be with this guy. Because now this guy, in her eyes now, is now top guy, top alpha, top sigma. It's all about competence, status, drive, and what you're doing as a man, what you can do. As a man, it's so important that you must keep going. Here's the thing. It's not because you want to do it for the other race. Not other race. Why do I keep saying other race? It's not because you want to do it for the other gender. You're doing it for yourself because you know that the more and more value you stack, the more and more competent you become, the more and more stronger you become, the more and more better, you will actually develop a life more free. You are always doing this for you, but not only for you, you must think. Once you start realizing that your dreams are manifesting and stuff is happening, eventually you will have kids. You have to become the very thing you want for yourself, but also for your kids. If you want your kids to be cool, if you want your kids to be legendary, if you want your kids to be bosses, you have to be that very boss. So you are doing it for you now and also for the future, because the you now will prepare yourself for the future. So the other gender is looking at this and be like, oh damn, okay, he's good. So we need to understand this. We need to understand this. As a man, you must constantly be grinding for value, grinding for status, grinding for strength, grinding for everything that makes you more valuable, for purpose. Because at the end of the day, if you have kids, someone is going to look at you and either say, I want to be you, dad, or I don't want to be you, dad. And I promise you, a father who is viewed in the eyes of a failure in front of the kids can be his greatest defeat. I'm not a father, but I've seen the destruction it can do. So you need to understand, as a man, you must be doing that. And as a woman, you need to understand that you need to embrace your feminine energy. You need to understand what men want. Men want more feminine energy. And just because you're submissive does not mean you're weak. Submissive actually implies that you trust the other gender. You trust the man. And as long as the man is not trying to hurt you, he's not trying to lie to you, he's not trying to deceive you in any type of way, he's fulfilling his duties, it's okay. It's okay to be trusting in the other gender. But as a female, what happened is they're pushing this culture where they're trying to teach the feminine woman that she has to be independent. Stickfin, follow age. Oh, does that command work? I don't think that command works anymore. I'm so sorry. I don't think that command works anymore. But you can also do the commands for send command to you. I forget what the command is. It should be default. It should be default commands. I don't use commands. I'm still new to Twitch. I just be coming up on here spreading the message. But welcome, Stickfin. Welcome. You see, as a female, you understand that it's okay to embrace your feminine energy. Just because you trust your man, you can understand that, okay, my man wants me to embrace my feminine energy. And the part of feminine energy is submissiveness. Now, don't be the type that is like, oh, submissiveness is weakness. It's not. It's not. Submissiveness in a guy is weakness, but in a female it's not. Because females embody a different energy than guys. We need to understand that they flip the roles. They flip the roles with this F word culture. You guys figure out what the F word is. I'm not trying to hit nobody, but this is just what has happened. When you train the female to think, okay, I gotta be independent. I don't need no man. I can go in a supermarket and twerk and just show my body off and disrespect myself. When you train the female like that, what she is now doing is she is trying to embody the masculine energy. Two completely different things. It's literally like a guy trying to be, it's literally like a female trying to become a guy. It's not gonna work. Really? I hope not. Most people would disagree with me, but hey, I'm old school. But you see, this is what has happened. They flip the roles. So as a man, you must understand that if you want to just be better all around, every day you must be working towards something that makes you more valuable. It can be money, it can be status, it could be people you know, it could be things you can do. Competency is so important. It could be drive, it could be artistic behavior, it could be critical thinking abilities. Ability to solve problems is so important as a man. So important. Ability to lead, power, whatever the aspect of you may be. If you are not improving some type of way, you will be left in the dust. You will be left in the dust. If you're still working at Target doing $14 an hour, when you go home, you should be trying to find out a way how to become better than just that. You have to. Evolution. Have you thought about upgrading your channel artwork? Well, I like my channel artwork. This one is very special to me. Although, if you are referring to putting it in a different spot. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm gonna look at that. That is something I will look at. But yeah, I like this. I like the fox because that represents who I believe my spirit animal is. I always had something weird with foxes. It's so weird. Like I would look at a fox and be like, whoa, why do I feel like I was a fox one time. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. But you must understand that you must constantly be pushing for value. Daniel Callejon, hello everyone, hello. First time chats, hello. Glad you guys are in the stream. We got a whole lot to talk about because we still got to do the drawing. Okay, that's perfect because I'll do animated stuff. It will be fire. Oh, cool, animated stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll definitely think about that. But you know, we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, people. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. All right, let me pull it up. This the right command? This should be the right command. Right command. Okay, perfect. Okay, everyone should be able to see it now. Okay, everyone can see it. Okay, I got to explain something. And this is going to put into a picture of what men and women want. Okay, let's do this. So, let me go back to that example. Let's say, I was flipped over. Let's say this is you, okay? Oh, why is it pixelated like that? Oh no. That's heavily like, oh no. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay. This is you. Okay, this is you. Do a little thicker. Okay. There we go. This is you. But then you also have your other friends. And you guys are all men, okay? You guys are all men. Blah, blah, blah. Let's say you guys are at the mall or whatever. There's 4 of you guys, right? You guys are at the mall. And, you know, this is the mall. This is the mall box or whatever you guys want to call it. This is the mall box. And you encounter 4 women. You know, I could, let's draw the hair, blah, blah. Maybe I'll give one a ponytail, who knows? You guys like my drawings? So beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm gonna give you guys a picture though, okay? You have 4 females. Okay, so let's draw the hair. Maybe someone has a messy bun or something like that. And then maybe someone has the Madonna haircut, something like that, whatever. All right, let me check comments. So, do I have Discord? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't know what it is. PM me though, and we'll talk. Definitely, we'll talk. So, you have 4 females and you have 4 guys, okay? Let's say he got the fade haircut, he got the cornrows, he got the afro, he got the mohawk, right? Okay, guys, men. Actually, let's just erase that. Everyone gets the idea. Okay, these are the men. On the left side is the men. On the right side is the woman. Okay, let's say you are at the mall, right? You are literally at the mall. Let's say this female is the most beautiful. This female right here is the most beautiful. She is the most valuable woman in this group. And here's the thing about humans. What we do is when we encounter people, we analyze them based on what they are perceived to us. So if you meet other people in a mall, right, the other gender, you will determine their value in a couple seconds. And I'm gonna explain how it works, right? As a man, you are required to be competent, strong, powerful, a leader, power, strong, competent. Did I say already competent? You're not required to be handsome. Okay, you can be ugly as hell. You could have one eye. You could be one-eyed Cyclops. You could be Eddie, but you got a deformed arm or something. You could be Martin, but you got no legs. It don't matter how you look. It is all down to your competency, your value, and your power. So she is the most beautiful, and this guy is the most competent. This guy is the most competent. He is the most valuable. He is the guy. He is the guy. This is top alpha, top sigma, or whatever. Right? Let's undo that. So what's going to happen is, and this is the fun part, you can test this yourself, guys. You can test this yourself. Don't believe me. Just go out there and do it. Just go out there and mess around. This is what I had to do to understand the social hierarchy BS. Just go out there and start messing around. Start getting rejected. Start talking to people. Start talking to people crazy. Start staring at people. Just doing weird, crazy shit and just learning. You will learn so much about the social hierarchy. Don't believe me. Just go out there and do it. Go out there and talk to groups of people. All right, boom. So we got top guy here, top sigma, top alpha. He believes himself to be the best. And then here's number 2. There is a ranking. We must understand this. People don't seem to understand this, but we need to understand that there's a ranking. Daniel Callahan, it looks like an elementary class. I'm trying. I'm trying, okay? Trying my best. But I hope you guys can understand. I hope you guys understand. I'm trying to make it simple. There is a hierarchy. There is a number system. There is a ranking system. This guy is top guy. And this is evaluated in 1.86 something seconds. It gets very complicated, but it's not that complicated. So this is second guy right here. This is second guy. He is the second most valuable. This is third. This is fourth. Right? Third, fourth. All right. Can I make this opacidad, grosor? No, let's make it less thick. What does it look like? Oh yes, that's so much better. Less thick. Okay, there we go. Less thick. All right, boom. This guy, he's first top G, right? Top guy, top alpha, top sigma, whatever you guys want to call it. All right. What is going to happen though is there is a 2-second mark that someone looks at you and either looks away or doesn't look away. Okay, now everyone knows this. It's subconscious, whatever. You're going to look at this female. The top guy will look at the top female. Because the most attractive woman will be the one that catches your eye first. The most attractive woman. This is how we men value women. We look at beauty. This is why women gouge themselves with makeup. Okay. If he looks at her and she looks away first, what she is actually saying is, come and get me. Come talk to me. Hey, I like you. This all happened in 2 seconds. It's actually a little bit less than 2 seconds. Anything after 2 seconds is considered weird and scary. It's not that complicated, but if you keep practicing, it gets more easier. So, this guy, if he can hold the eye contact with her for more than just under 2 seconds, she will look away. Now, it depends on her mindset in terms of her feminine energy. He, in her eyes, is top guy. In that moment, in just under 2 seconds. But here's the thing. If she looks at him and he fails the mark, if he looks away first, she has now devalued him so much to the point where she will say, fuck that guy. Now she has to look at the others. Boom. She has to look at number 2. Now, the ranking is not decided until eye contact is made. Okay? This is not decided. You must understand the eye contact phase. This is how you are valued at first. You are valued first at the eye contact stage. There is a inner war, a subconscious war that happens in the first 1.86 seconds. Okay? It's just under 2. Anything a little over 2 is considered staring and scary. Women don't like that. Men don't like that. If a female stares at me for a little too long, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck going on with you? Okay, it's weird. But there is a little war that goes on, okay? This war must be won, if you are a man, to attract the female. Now, here's the thing. If she does not, if she loses, it is a war. It honestly is a war. It's a war. It's a subconscious war. I hate to call it that, but it's a war. If number 2 guy, right, can keep the eye contact with her, she now likes him. Fuck the other guys. In just 2 seconds, she has decided who's the most valuable. We don't seem to understand it, but you must. But this will help you build your confidence. As a man, this will help you build your confidence so much. You can literally walk into a room, look at everybody in the eyes as female. You can try this. It's so fun. Try this. Try this. You will learn so much. You will get rejected a lot, but you will learn so much. Just keep trying it. Get to the point where you're just used to it. You will build your confidence so much. Just look at females in the eyes. And under the first 2 seconds, see if they look down. If they look down and they lose that war, go and talk to them. Let's go and fucking talk to them. It will build your confidence so much. It helped me out so much. Whereas now I can look at anybody. I don't care. I don't care how you view me. I don't even care if you look away, because what has happened now is I've done it so much to the point where I subconsciously know just that sweet spot. There's a little sweet spot to look down and not show that you're attracted, but also not be weak. It all goes down to strength. Let me see if anyone has any questions. Okay, no one has questions. Okay, cool. So remember how I said before, the first guy, she looked at him and he looked down. If he looks down first under the 2 second mark, she has decided him as weak. He is now the least valuable guy. But if this guy, he can keep up that mark, he is now the strongest. But now she'll look at everybody else. She'll look at everybody else. So what happens is, if this female, as the most beautiful, notice how I didn't even get to the other female. This is a big concept, okay? If she looks at this guy, right? He wins the eye contact. I'm not even through yet. We're just looking at the eye contact stage. Y'all gonna have to watch this stream many, many times to really understand this, so that you can go out there in the real world and just start looking. Just start practicing and start testing this out. It'll help you build your confidence so much. So much. I used to be a very unconfident fellow. I used to not want to talk to the other gender. I used to be so scared, oh, I'm gonna get rejected. Now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck the outcome. I just do my thing. Number 3 guy and number 4 guy, right? They keep up that. They keep up that eye contact. First test done. First test won. If you lose the first step, you lost your chance forever. It's gone. It's done. You will be tested again if you build yourself up, and maybe you even get a girlfriend. But it's very hard to recover. Some females like to test you more than once, depending on how much in their divine feminine energy they are. But the more masculine a female is, the less she'll want to test you. A lot of females, they'll test you 1 or twice. If you fail the 3rd time, you don't got a chance. Move on. It's just over. But you need to keep practicing. You need to keep practicing. Just look at females. Don't let beauty intimidate you. You need to stop looking at beauty and instead understand that beauty is just the attraction. But what is going to make you stay, or what is going to make you want to be with that female in terms of a girlfriend, is her personality. If anything I'm saying is wrong, you guys need to question yourself and really ask yourself, what is it that I want in a female? As a man, what is it? What is it? If it's just looks, you won't get far, because you're going to find someone who is cute, but she only wants you for your money. Or she's cute, but she only wants you because you can have sex with her good. She only wants you because you make her feel good. It's not a good relationship. You want a female who's going to be in her divine energy. She's going to provide. She's not going to provide. She's going to take care of you. She's going to, do those little things for you. She's going to have a good relationship with you in terms of kids. She's going to take care of you, As men, we're busy. We're fucking busy. We need some help. We need support. That's what the woman is for. But see, when the female doesn't want to fulfill that role, we get upset. Men don't like that. So you must first pass the first test. Now, since this guy lost, he is a loser. This guy is a loser. He has lost. He has no chance with her at all. In this group, at least. He has no chance with her. Then the second test is, okay, this female will be like, oh, that's marker. I don't want marker. I apologize. My stuff is in Spanish because I am learning the language. So I just wanted to let everyone know that. Okay, I do know it's in Spanish. But anyway. This female, most beautiful female, is looking at all of them now. Okay, now that she understands that they all won the subconscious test. She's going to choose out of those three. This goes back to women having options. This is why it hurts a little bit more a female when she gets rejected, vice versa. If you reject a female, she's not going to be happy. But if you as a guy get rejected by a female, it's like nothing. It's like, okay, yeah, shit happens, bro. But not all the time do you see women getting rejected by men. And I think it has come to the point where females just aren't used to it and they don't know how to handle it. You need to understand your values. You cannot just take the first business that comes your way. Okay? Anyway. She's going to be like, to this guy, she's going to be like, hey, what can you do? What are your goals? What do you want to do in life? And she's going to try and look good for you so that she can attract you. If your answer is you are just working at Target, you are gone. So let's say this guy just works at Target and he's not doing nothing else with his life. He goes home, fucking watches porn all the time. He's always on social media. He's doing TikTok all the time. Gone. He has no chance. He's lost. That is second test. He has failed. This is the hardest. It's not easy being a man. And we got to understand that as men. This is why I'm saying we always have to make sure we're being competent. Always. Always. And for the people who is asking why I keep alt-tabbing, it's because I'm seeing if anyone has anything to say in the comments, okay? I always want to, make sure, people get their answers or questions or anything answered. Anyway, she's going to ask him, hey, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. What are your goals? Oh, I want to be a mechanic. I'm in school right now. I make a little money on the side. Automatically, she's going to be like, okay, this guy is, a possible. This guy can possibly take care of my kids. Females do not think about themselves when looking for a man. They always are looking for a possible kids, even if they can't have kids. This is the weirdest thing I found. If a female is literally unable to have kids, she is still constantly looking for a man to fulfill her duties as a protector and provider of the home, as low as her kids. It's weird. She's always looking for her kids. Always. Think about it. When women are born and they, get to of age, as a toddler, they're most likely playing with Barbie dolls. They're learning about the home life because they already know what the fuck they want. They already know what the fuck they want in a man. Guys, we're playing with cars. We're trying to get the fastest cars. We're trying to be fast. We're getting dinosaurs and we're hitting them together. We're getting our action figures and we're hitting them together. We're trying to fight because we know. We know that we ain't fucking doing that shit. We want power. We want strength. We want status. Guys, we just got to look at what's already going on. And you'll understand everything about nature. Just look at everything that's going on. Anyway, this female. Okay. Hold on. Why did I press? Okay. She's looking at him. She's like, oh, okay, he's a mechanic. He's trying to, do something with his life. But then she goes to this guy. This guy has a Lamborghini. He has a 4-car garage. He got rich doing real estate, whatever the case may be. Automatically, this guy's gone. Tables have turned. Now there's only one guy left. In her mind, she can only literally see one guy, even though there's 4 guys. It's fucking crazy. And this all happened probably in a couple minutes. It's fucking crazy. It's literally crazy. You don't believe me? Look, I don't expect anyone to believe me, but this is how I perceive it in my experience of life. This is how I understand it in my experience of life. This is how I can explain it. Okay? Even though there's 4 guys, she can literally only see this one guy. Here's the thing though. If a female's in a group, that's where the jealousy comes in. That's where the competition comes in. If these females, I didn't even get to the other females, have seen that this guy is top alpha, top guy, it doesn't even matter about eye contact. It doesn't even matter about eye contact. Even if these females looked at these guys and they won or whatever, the females know who's the prettiest in the group. They know. They know who's the most valuable in the group. They know. So if she perceives behavior that wants him, fuck those other guys. Everyone wants his cock. Excuse my language. Oh my God, excuse my language. Everyone wants him now. He is the top guy. He is the top alpha. He is the top sigma. He is the top guy. Everyone wants him. This is where you get the most high value status, high value man guy. Everyone wants him. So now all of a sudden, you have 4 females talking to one fucking guy. She's like, oh, well, what do you like to do? What do you like to do on the weekends? Oh, what are your hobbies? Oh, what's your favorite music? She's trying to understand more about him so that he can get her or she can get him. Now the tables have turned. This is where it gets crazy. See, they say females have options, right? So do men. Men have options too. But it all comes down to your level of value. You cannot put on makeup and be valuable. You're just going to be useless. You're going to be useless and nothing. If you're at Target, $14 an hour, and you think being cute and pretty is going to get you anywhere, you are wrong. Wrong. You will fail in every aspect of life because life is ruthless. Like I just told you, in 2 seconds, you can be decided as useless and devalued or competent and valuable in just 2 seconds. She doesn't even care. She doesn't even care about what you do. If you simply fail in eye contact, you lost. It's all over for you, brother. You got to keep practicing. You got to build up your confidence, build up your value. All the females want him now. So now he's in a position where he can choose who is most beautiful. Now, if he chooses her as most beautiful, he will talk to her. But here's the thing. Here's the most crazy thing. If she starts liking him and he starts liking her, what's going to happen is the want from these females will want him even more. So now it's a matter of, I need this guy. I need to be with this guy. So now, let's say they're dating. Let's say these two are dating. The most beautiful guy, or not the most beautiful guy, the most beautiful woman in that group and this competent high value man are dating. Let's say that, right? If he wants at literally any time, because subconsciously these women are always looking for the top guy. At any time, he can decide, maybe I do want to go out with her friend. This is just the crazy truth. It's just the crazy truth. Now he has options. Unless they have found someone who's equal value or more value. Unless, only unless, if they say, oh, I already have a boyfriend, and in that moment, he is more valuable or of equal value to that guy, she will stay with her boyfriend. She will say no to this guy, and that will be it. But here's the thing. What if they're single? I've seen positions where this has happened. So I know for a fact that shit like this does happen. I've seen it plenty of times. I've experienced something similar to it. But you need to understand that this is the thinking. So this is the attraction between these people. But now these three women are single. You know, they have not found anyone as valuable as that guy, let's say. But for some reason, this guy, even though he's with her, says to this female, now this guy is dating this female. because she was the most beautiful at the mall at the time. But then he's like, damn, I also like her. Let me talk to her. She will accept his invitation because in that moment, he was top guy. He was top alpha. He was top sigma, top whatever. He was the best guy. And that's where you get cheating from. And in reality, it's not cheating. This is just how men think. Subconsciously, however you want to put it. This is how men think. We always think, damn, I want more females. We just do. We just fucking do. So look, now that we understand, look and observe how we cut out all the guys. Okay, so this guy is now able to talk to her, talk to her, talk to her, talk to her. He can talk to all of them because he is competent, he is valuable, he's strong, he's not working at Target making $14 an hour and only focusing on his attraction. He is not a mean guy, he's a nice guy. He is of utmost value in their eyes at the mall. And let's flip the script real quick. Let's flip the script, right? Let's flip the script. Let's say, hold on, let me get a whole new thing. Let me get a whole new thing. And this is why you experience the phenomenon when you get a girlfriend, all of a sudden females start talking to you more. It's so weird. Like if you have a girlfriend as a man, you are seen as very high value because females are going to be like, why does she want him? Like, what's so bad about him? I want to know what's about him. I want him. You're going to be seen more attractive if you're in a relationship. Anyone who's in a relationship, you've experienced this, okay? As a guy, you've experienced this. Random females, once they know you have a girlfriend, all of a sudden they want to talk to you. It's weird. It's weird, but that's just how it is. Anyway. Right, we got this guy. We got this guy. He is top guy. He is so cool. He's so alpha. He's so valuable. Blah, 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 blah. But then you have this guy. Two guys. But then one female. Now this is where it gets dangerous. Because men are very competitive. Wait, why did I give her a hairline? Yo, I gave her a hairline, y'all. I gave her a nice little fade, cuz. Let me give her a little braid, little pigtail, maybe. Boop, 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 boop. Little pigtail. Oh my god, no, that looks bad. Let me get a little pigtail right there. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, she got a little pigtail with the little bangs on the front. Blah, blah, blah. Little hair on the top. G got a mohawk over here. He got a fade going or afro over there. Okay, boom. We got two guys. Here's what's going to happen. Here's between two guys. Guys, you guys can confirm this. You guys are going to have that eye contact war. It's all down to the 2 seconds. Whoever looks down first loses. Now, what actually happens is, if you look at a man in his eyes, and below the 2 mark, he looks away, subconsciously, you believe you have dominated him. You will have now more confidence than him. That confidence will be omitted out. So what happens is, if there is a female present, you're going to talk to her. So let's say you guys have the eye contact war. And then let's say this guy loses. This guy loses. He lost. He lost. He lost the 2-second war. He lost. Because he doesn't believe himself to be a competent guy. But you yourself, you do. You do. Because you won. And it could be a whole bunch of factors. The guy could have lesser muscles than you. The guy could be smaller than you. The guy could have a messed up hairline than you. The guy could just be plain out ugly. Whatever the case may be. You now have more confidence than him. If you see a beautiful female, you are going to talk to her first. Now you, after defeating him, you must beat her. It's a war. It's all a war. We humans, we're so weird. I don't know why we're constantly fighting, but that's just how it is. You have to beat that 2-second mark with her. If you're going to decide you don't like her, you have to train yourself to decide. What I have done is I have started to try to learn what it is I desire. Now, for me, if I'm in a state where I'm in the mood to have interaction with the other gender, then I will not lose, but not win. There's something that you can have a draw. And what happens is you will train yourself to look away just under 2 seconds at that 1.86 mark. It'll get better the more and more you start practicing just looking at people in the eye. If you can look at her for more than 2 seconds, or rather more than the 1.86 mark, if you can do that, she will most likely look away. If she doesn't, you need to look away. Because what's happening is, after that 2 second mark, you're building up conflict. What's going to happen is she's going to look at you longer, you're going to look at her longer, and it's just going to be this awkward moment. Someone got to say something. So if you don't say something, it's going to make her weird. Like, she's just not going to want to talk to you. It's going to be really weird. If she says something, it's because she was uncomfortable. Okay, so you have to understand that you have to either lose or draw or win. You have three choices. You can lose by looking at a female and then look away. You can do that. That's fine. You understand why you're doing that. As long as you understand why you're doing that, then you're not looking weak. Because you can turn the tables any way you want. It gets very complicated, but you can either lose by looking away instantly, you can draw by training your mind to look away at the 1.86 mark, or you can win by her looking away first. And that is how you develop attraction. Now, what's going to happen is her looking away is going to develop attraction because she's actually saying, hey, I think you're, a confident guy. I think you're attractive. Come talk to me. Okay, that's what she's saying when she submits. That is what she's saying. So, it is up to you to go and talk to her. And then the test will go up and again and again and again and again. But what if, right? You talk to her, you win the war, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She's gonna test this guy too. But here's the weird thing about females. The more attention you give them, is the less valuable you become. It doesn't matter if you're rich, okay? If you are rich and you are around other people, those people will most likely be rich too. Rich don't hang around broke people, okay? If that female's in your setting and you guys are rich, she understands that all you guys are rich. So you guys are probably all around the same value. If you give her more attention by talking to her, offering to take her out, blah, 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 she's going to start testing the other guy because now she doesn't like you because now she's seeing you as not as valuable. So she's going to start testing this guy. He wins, but he was quiet the whole time. This guy's done. He's erased from her mind. Literally doesn't even exist. Erased. Just gone just like that. It's crazy, but it's true. He gives too much attention, but he's been quiet the whole time. This is where you get the whole thing about Sigma. There's like a fine line on who's more valuable in terms of a Sigma and Alpha. It gets, social hierarchy gets very complicated. But here's the thing. When you embrace quietness, you actually are building up curiosity. If you're confident, quiet, valuable, competent, strong, you are what they would call a Sigma male. Whatever people might want to call it. It's all stupid to me. It's all freaking stupid. But going through it and learning it was fun. Like, when you go through this journey and start trying to learn, you will get rejected so many times because you'll just be doing crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. You'll get rejected so many times. Sometimes you'll win. Sometimes you'll be in a position to choose. Sometimes you won't. And it's just fun. But anyway, she has now erased this guy from her mind. She's looking at him now. She wants him. Why? Because he has won the eye contact. He's valuable, blah, 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 blah. He was quiet at first. And then She notices he's a man of few words. I want to know more about him. That guy has no chance, because by tomorrow, he has probably taken her to her house, taken her to his house automatically. It's just an analogy. I'm not going to say that's going to happen, okay? One night stands may be normal, but they're not always going to happen. Okay, now that we got that cleared up, there's a whole lot to talk about. I cannot cover social hierarchy in an hour. It's just impossible. It's so hard. It's so hard to cover it in an hour. So hard to cover in an hour. But I want to give you guys that understanding. I gave a visual. Watch the stream as many times as you need to understand how this works. And then go outside and talk to everyone. Make eye contact. Get rejected. Just look. Look. Hi. I see you. Feel. The most profound thing that I have found after learning that there is this eye contact war is that feeling of nervousness that you feel like after that 2 seconds. You will feel some type of nervousness if you are not doing this already. You will feel it. Feel her power. Feel her power because she's feeling your power. There is some spiritual eye contact thing that goes on. Feel it. You will feel your heart shake. Feel your shoulders tremble. If you're not used to this, you have to become used to it, because you have to understand that this is a key thing as to how your confidence level is valued at. Your confidence is being tested all the time. Okay? So, you must practice that. Just have fun with it. Here's the thing though. If you're gonna look at, as a man, because I know most of the people who watch the stream are men. As a man, look, if you're going to look at females and you're going to test this eye contact thing out, understand that you won't always get her number. Let's say that's, for example, the goal. Just for example, you see a pretty girl at your school or whatever. You see a pretty girl on the street. Hey, what's going on, Jade? What's going on, Jade? I really like how your hair looking today, I want to see if you want to come with me somewhere. I have this favorite restaurant. It's a nice little Japanese restaurant. We could have some sushi together, see what happens from there. Boom. You first got to look at the eyes. Hey, Jade, we can go in my car. I got a car right there. We can go right now. Or not right now. See, if it were me, you always embrace scarcity. Scarcity is so valuable. It's so weird. But anyway, you guys have fun with it. Have fun with it. I would say for every man, he must understand that there is a eye contact war that goes on with men and women. Look at men and feel their power. Feel their determination. Feel their eyes. Feel their spiritual force. There is something that's going on in those 2 seconds. See what happens when you overlook. See what happens when you look down. See what happens when you draw. That's what I call it. It's either win, lose, or draw. You lose by looking away instantly. You win by just over that 2 second mark. Or you draw by looking away at that 1.86 mark. Thank you so much. You guys got the thank you so much for joining the family. Thank you so much, guys. You guys got the avocado dancing. Thank you so much. But you got to understand, look, everybody, I'm trying to tell y'all some life-changing information, because this information will build your confidence tenfold. I swear it will. I swear it will. It will build it so much. Nadia's bad. I like your glove. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's my glove for animating. I used to be heavily into animation, so I had to get a glove for animating. But you must understand, go out and practice. If you are unconfident in talking to females, which I know a lot of guys right now are, you need to understand. Stop looking at her in a way where you can take from her, and looking at it as a training grounds. Like, that's what I had to say. Okay, I had to say this whole fucking world is my training grounds. Like, I'm in training mode all the time. I'm training to be the best warrior. Like, this is some anime. It's truly like this is some anime. Like, you just gotta train. Evolution. Send me your Discord. Yeah, I will, definitely. After I'm getting ready to close soon, I will send you my Discord. I'll send everybody my Discord. I don't know it yet. I have to start up Discord. I don't know it by heart. But go out there and just look. Get rejected. If you don't have a girlfriend right now, you need to ask yourself, okay, well, if I don't have a girlfriend, Why am I single? Okay, if you decide that, what do I want in a female? How do I want a female to treat me? Okay, well, I need to look at myself. You know, if I want something good in a female, if I want a very quality female, am I a quality man myself? You need to ask yourself that. And if you are not, you have push-ups to do. Oh, well, it takes work. It's hard as fuck to be a man. I don't care what anybody says. It's hard as hell because there's so much darn competition. And there's so much forces out there to make sure you are not at your best. But you must understand, the fact is you have the most potential, even though you may not believe you have the most potential. Go out there and start training. Learning how to talk to the other gender as a man is so important. Go out there and start training. Start by learning what the eye contact phase is. There's a 2-second phase that goes on. Anyway, I'm gonna end it off there. Evolution, like what you want animated, like animated emotes, overlays, intro/outro, animated profile pic and banner. I'm not sure yet. I actually, wait, hold on. Let me see what my Discord is now. I think it's Noisy Fox at 7218. Is that what it is? I don't even know. I think my Discord is... Why is it not showing my Discord? I think it's Noisy Fox hashtag 7218. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Hashtag 7218. I think that's what it is. If it's not that, message me on Instagram. My Instagram is noisy_fox. I post all types of content that's related to the stream. All on my Instagram, all on my TikTok, everywhere, blah, 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 blah. You guys can hit me up there. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys good ass day. Watch the stream multiple times until you understand. Because this is from my own experience, so I cannot say it's universally true. But I bet you, I guarantee you, if you go out there and you start really incorporating what has been said in this stream, you will see the games that are being played. And you will understand why you must keep grinding as a man. You must. With that being said, I hope y'all have a good ass day. I will see you in the next stream. Peace. Bye bye, everyone. I will message you back, Evolution. You guys have a good ass day. See you in the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.